Okay, let me now discuss the plan and come to a common solution amongst yourself.
Okay, so friends, as we can see that like we have introduced with four problems. So what we can do that we have to first of all prioritize our problems. So let us what do that like first of all we have to save the boat which has been the person which has been capsized by the boat. So our first priority should be that.
Yeah,
And second, yeah,
yeah,
and
we should save the life of
I
the
believe
person.
that we
And we
first need
have
to
a
give the medical
issues of
attention to the person who has
damage.
been who has basically who needs medical attention and evacuation as he's drunk. So maybe we can prioritize him as a first problem, and then later on we can also prioritize the problem of where the person has informed regarding the some people from Lanka village trying to blow up the
Waterhead also,
water.
and we have a 3-ton vehicle stuck in between the tunnels. So that can be the third priority, and our last priority can be getting the life jacket for the fellow candidate also.
okay, so friends, as we have discussed about the priorities and problems, so let's just make sure that we divided our group into subgroups so that we can help the plan into implementation. Like what we can do is that we can have to divide our group into 2 plus 3 plus 3 so that the first group, two people will go from camp to canal area and they can take the help of the passerby vehicle from reaching there. After that, they have to save the person, gave them the first aid, and then they will go to Saharanpur village so that they can admit him to hospital for better facilities.
Like I would like to suggest that we can take 3 people instead, because these 3 people can get the person to the hospital, and 2 of them can stay with the person till his relatives arrives, and one person can go to the police station and inform about the situation that is going to happen in the waterhead of the Rajpur Canal. Like it is a serious situation, so like the police can be involved in that also.
But Arunuma, as it is being already said that like the police are being not there, as the narrative also says that, so we have to not include that.
Okay.
I believe that as all of us have agreed that two people are enough to give the medical attention for the person, and we will take him to the Shakarpur hospital after providing him first aid with the help of a passerby vehicle. And with the problem of the people trying to blow up the water tank, so we can basically allocate 4 people, and as we have some ammunitions as well, so we can prevent them by cordoning the area, and
And
we
we
can
can
prevent
also
that thing.
take the help of the people settled around that locality also, to prevent those people from doing such a disastrous situation.
Yeah, very good point. And gentlemen, what we can also do is that like now we have to decide about the time and the distance. Like what we can say is that like the distance between camp and the canal area must be around, and we also have to go to Saharanpur. So we can take the total distance as 26 kilometer, that is from going there and to coming back. And the time usually taken will be around 30 minutes. If you all agree, in this way we can complete this our task.
Like yeah, they can get a vehicle, passerby vehicle, and like they can reach there by 20-25 minutes, I would like to say, and give medical attention to the person.
Yeah. Now, friends, let us go with the another problem that is like saving. We have to save the waterhead work in Rajpur. So what we can do is that like 3 person from camp can go to Rajpur along with their ammunitions. Since it is being said that we have are the military people, we can carry our ammunitions and arms. And after reaching that, we have to stop these people. And later we can also take the help of villager men. And we also make sure that we arrested those people who are trying to do that. And yeah, this is
And
what we can do.
hand them over to the police. And also, like for the third problem, we can take help from the TCP technician from TCP to like to
And we also
address
have
the
a 1 ton attachment unit also that will be available, so we can use that. And as the previous speaker told, that with the help of technician in the TCP, we can solve the problem of the 3 ton attachment that is stuck in the tunnel.
Yeah,
so
very good point by Lavanya. As he has already mentioned that like there was a train going to Saharanpur, and he was the 1 ton capacity he is having that. So what we can do is that we can also use that train, and we can also carry out two more compartments with him so that the extra 3 ton load can be separated from there, and we can already done our task. That is, train can be easily go from tunnel.
yeah, and like after everyone reached to the camp, like or on the way, like the people from the hospital coming back, they can take the life jacket of the fellow candidate from the base camp also, I would say.
Yes, they can basically help get back the life jacket from the unit, as well as they can also attend to the problem of the boat that has been capsized.
Okay. Now also let's also discuss about the time and distance of other problems since we have discussed about the first problem. So in second problem, what we can say is that since people are going from they are like saving water head blowing up the tank. So we have to take the distance that is like we can take up approximately 46 kilometers since they have to again come back to their original position that is camp also. And the time usually taken will be like 35 to 40 minutes. We can usually do that task in this time if we take the village speed as 50 kilometer per hour.
Okay, yes, like the distance is a bit long, I would say. Like we can take of 30 kilometers to and fro, I would like to suggest. Like as the scale is 2 centimeter equal to 1 kilometer, so like we can take a distance like that, and like we can do it in a short time, I would say.
Yeah, agreeing with Arunima point. And what also we can do is that like we have to go from camp to Rajpur from our like we can take the military jeep only since we are in a camp. So there will be jeep as well as tanks there. So we can also take help of that if we have to go from camp to Rajpur.
Lavanya, do you have any other points to add?
No, nothing. As I feel that we have come to the conclusion.
Yeah, and friends, we can also discuss about like the time and distance of the third problem that is like helping train to and removing through tunnel. So we can also discuss about. So if any one of you want to discuss about the time and distance of that.
So like as another train is coming from like by 12:30, they can reach to the tunnel by like 12:45, and with the help of the people from the TCP and the others, like they can do the work and clear the problem within half an hour or 40 minutes. So like they can complete the problem by 3:20 p.m. and like they can return back to the camp by 3:30 p.m.
Yeah, and finally, they will also participate in their river rafting competition, and they will do well in that.
Okay,
We can
please
also
come to common conclusion now. Who will give the solution?
Sir, I feel we can go with Pranab if Arunima agrees.
Yes, sir. Yes.
okay.
Give the
So
solution.
yes, sir. Thank you, friends, for nominating me to give the group common story, a group common conclusion. So, sir, we as a friends has as we are going from that is we are being having our campaign camp and military camp, and after that we have to perform a river rafting competition. So we are after giving some problems. The first and foremost being that is boat has been capsized and the people are suffering because of the excess water that has been his undertaken. And so what we can do is that we have to divide our group into subgroups so that we can address the problems. Like three guys from the camp will go to the canal area from passerby vehicle and they will help the people and they will help the guy. They will remove his excess water from the pit, give him a first aid, and then will later go to Saharanpur hospital. And after that they can come back and the time taken will be 26 kilometer and 26 kilometer will be the distance taken and then they can do that task in 30 minutes only. And the second problem, as we have decided our group into 2 plus 3 plus 3, and three people will go to the water hand work and they will take their own vehicle that is military jeep along with their ammunition and arms. They will reach there, they will try to stop the antisocial elements that are trying to do that and they will stop that and also arrest them. Meanwhile later also inform police regarding the same. And sir, our third problem is that is helping train to move through tunnel. Sir, as it is being given that one train is moving from Saharanpur and it is being completely emptied and 1 ton capacity is being there. So what we can do is that we can also add two more tunnels or two more boxes of that compartment and we can carry the extra 3 ton of load into the other train, and in this way we can also help the tunnel to cross it. And so the time taken will be usually 35 to 40 kilometer as Arunima has discussed, and the total time will be taken around 35 minutes. And so the last
Okay,
problem.
now just tell me, first and foremost, all of you, please tell me how many problems are there and what is problem number one?
Sir, there are mainly four problems, and first problem is to evacuate the person who has been capsized
So you
inside.
want your first problem as per you is give first aid to the person who is drowning, is it?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay, very enough. Okay, so you are right on that one. Now, any person which requires medical help and assistance, he must be, that becomes the priority number one. That becomes a priority number one.
One.
Because if you don't give medical help to the person, there's chances that he may not survive. That is our, he requires assistance. Secondly, whenever you give the assistance, you as a person, whosoever the leader, as you say, include you should also, and maximum resources should be given to that person, because helping a patient to go across requires effort, because going to hospital, taking him, getting him down, and so you as a leader should always be involved there. Okay, any doubt? Okay, fair enough. What is number two? Where's the second number problem? What should be the second problem?
The waterhead being
Sir, diffusing the plan of the water have blow up.
So you want to prevent damage out, what is the blowing up, which is going to take the water head, right? Very good. Okay, which is number three problem?
So helping train to pass through tunnel.
Yeah,
Helping
helping.
train to pass through tunnel.
There is no train. You have not read that. The 310 has
Sir,
got.
removing the 3-ton vehicle.
This is the train. The train. This is the 310 has come back, and it was coming to unit through this road. And because of the height of that, the train, this 310 has got stuck here. So what you have to do, you have to reduce the height of the vehicle so they can pass through the road. Right? So it is not the train, it is the something which is stuck here. Okay, fair enough. Number three, which is number fourth problem?
to collect the life jacket of the fellow candidate.
So you with the life jacket of number fourth. Very nice. Okay, which is the fifth problem?
Sir, the aim is to then complete the task
Is
and
there any,
to
is there
reach
any
the
the problem?
river.
First, let's decide the problem first. Problem and priority. What we are talking the priority. Which is the next problem?
So participating in river rafting competition.
No, you have to ensure safety and security of the weapon itself, because that you are kept in the camp. And last is participation in the expedition. Participation in the expedition. Okay. Now, so the problem is like this. So your problem is first aid and evacuation drowned person, prevent blast of waterhead, recover capsized boat. You have not talked about this at all. Because if you don't, this boat is going to drift along. Is it going to drift along or not? It will go away. So recovery of 3-ton, get life jacket, security arms and proceed. So even including the places where it must come back to that. Okay, very nice. Right. After that, what you have to do, you have to please ensure that when you come back from there, you don't have to be very calculative. You roughly estimate what is here, say 2 centimeters, 1 kilometer. So 2, 4, 6, roughly you can calculate the distance, right? And he has already given a 15 kilometer. Now the solution is first, you must take the speed of a vehicle would be what? Say 30 kilometer per hour, 30 kilometer. Average speed can't afford to go beyond the 30 hours. Boat will be about say 10 to 15 kilometer per hour if you want to do a boat. That is the 50 kilometer per hour. If you walk, it will get 6 kilometer maximum in 1 hour. 6 kilometer in 1 hour. So there are certain rules. This you have to follow yourself. You have to follow. No one gives it. No one gives it to you. So you should be able to roughly calculate what is the distance and then time, right? So now, as far as the concern, you remember, Pranav, you have all been talking, let's talk distance and time. Distance, time, or it is the problem solution, not the distance and time. So the fundamental, what you are trying to take the lead, which goes wrong against you. You should have to, let's talk after I define the problem, gentlemen, let's solve the first problem. Let's solve the first problem. Your question should be, let's solve the first problem. What is the first problem? Is giving first aid to the person concerned. Okay, now let's find the solution for that. What is the solution now? Lavanya, tell me, what is the solution? Lavanya, what is the solution? Hello, Arunima.
Yes, sir.
What is solution? How do you give the first aid to the person who was drowning?
Hello?
Yeah, tell me now. Tell me, bolo.
Yeah, yes, sir.
What is the first solution? Tell me first solution. Where is the first solution? Now look at it here. Ton your you that 1 ton
Sir,
vehicle attached to you had gone to Sakarpur
the
and be back by
water, and
14,
we
30
will
hours.
give him CPR
And the
and
officer in charge will come back by 17 hours. What is the time now? Has anyway time given? Time now is right. We say blow up water as this blowing up is going to take at 1600 hours. 1600 hours. What's the time now? Where is the given time? Time now is 1400 hours. Time now is 1400 hours.
14.
So now you all have to work the timeline will have to be justified based upon this. Based upon this. Now, so 1400 hours, you came to know that the person is drowning, person has drowned, and yes, he requires first aid and assistance. So you will go across from the campsite, you would go to that place, is it or not? Pick him up from there, bring him to the camp location, and by the time you wait for someone to come, your own vehicle will come back by what, half an hour. Within half an hour will come back or not? So now within you can take your own 1 ton, go to the place, get him treated in the camp, and pick up the whatever that your the life jacket and come back. Is it or not? Is it possible or not? Because by the time you go, you start giving first aid to the people on there. So what I'm trying to say, by now your time now is 14. Time now is
14.
Time now is 14. Is a 20. Time is what is time now?
2, sir.
Time now is 1400 yards, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
1400 yards. Now, by what is it? You will go from this camp. Slowly, he's here. You come back in 5 minutes, going picking up. Will it take 5 minutes or not? 5 minutes. Some aid that you try and give it to him. Prevent around there. Now, from here, you've got only 2 options. Either you take your own vehicle, 1 time it come back, or you can, as you rightly put across, you take a vehicle who is passing on the road. Passing on the road, you can go to the camp and take him around. Either way. So there is no necessary. But once you use a vehicle which is outside, then you must use in resources. None of you use the resources used. Because your point is given for the resources used as well. So what is the first solution? You have to take 1 ton. Say take 1 ton. 1 ton. Give first aid. Take the 1 ton. Take him to Sakarpur and get him treated. Same person can go pick up the life jacket and come back to you. Is it not? So first problem resolved. You have to solve the problem as per the priority you are given. As the priority you have given. Now, second problem is you must prevent the damage to the waterhead. What can you do now? At damage to the waterhead, since one of the boat is capsized, it will drift away. Will it drift away or not? So I must prevent the drifting of the boat. Otherwise, I have to go again. So somehow I have to catch that boat. We get it repaired. You don't have to do anything. You just have to turn it. That's all. Water hagana is much of issue. And I can use the same boat to go up to the waterhead here. Can I go or not? Because I cannot use this road. This road is prevented. This road is blocked. This road is blocked. I cannot use this road to go back to that place. I have got no option but to follow this. Is it or not? So I have to take them, since they will not be only rafting around, they may not be only, there may be other boat also. So take the boat, take group of people, go onto this road up to this place. Now what is this? Now this distance is about say 6.5 kilometers, and from here 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, say let's say 13, 14 kilometers is there. Is it or not? Say 14 kilometers is up to the Rajpur head. So 14 going, 14 coming, is it or not? And now say our boat will take about 14, say 10 to 15 kilometers per hour, not more than that. You are going up this stream, isn't it? So this will be delayed to that extent, delayed to that extent. So when you go back, you can, because have you got any option? Can you follow this road? You cannot follow this road. You have to follow this. This is only track available to me. So I have to take the people, I go around there, there will be security people also involved. In any boat, there will be security, there will be local people. So take the help of the local people and security, catch the person concerned, because you cannot take law in your own hand. You are not a police, you're not a police personnel. So you have to take the security, with the help of security, catch the person, hand over to security, and take the same boat and come back to the campsite again. Possible? Yes or no? Okay, now look at the third person. Now, since this is stuck, I have to cut the hood of the vehicle. So since I'm a camp and since the boat side, I do expect some cutting tools would be available. Maybe a gas, maybe anything will be there. Gas cylinder, because I'm going around there. So I have to imagine there's something available on the campsite. Since no vehicle can, I can either walk onto this track, because I'm not in a hurry. I'm not in a hurry. I can walk. So how many kilometers? 2, 4, 6, 8. 8 means what's it? 4, 5, 6 kilometers. Correct? 6 kilometers, go on to that, 6, 7 kilometers. Go and cut this on top with the help of either hacksaw or even the acetylene gas and all that, you got it. And you sit on the vehicle, come back to this place. Is it possible or not? Is it possible? So that is the fourth person. Now what is, and you leave a group of people to guard your arms and ammunition here. Arms here. So now you have 10 people available. If you imagine 10 people, so this will do. Here, 1 ton driver is available to you. And if you keep 2 persons, that should be sufficient to take him to consideration. So 2 pairs, you divide the team first in team A or subgroup A, which takes him, gives him first aid, takes him to that. Second team, which is available here, he should prevent the boat, which is same team, which is going, prevent the boat from drifting, bring it back. And the group of people, group people should go along the canal up to the waterhead to the river. Possible? Yes or no? There's one other solution. Third, one group goes walking onto this place, takes around there, he can take the TCP person, because it is the duty of the traffic control post, TCP traffic control post. He is supposed to be responsible to ensure traffic. He will take this person also along with him and cut the vehicle and come on the vehicle itself, come back here, come back here, come back. All this must be resolved by 1700 hours. By 1700 hours, when your OC or the in charge comes around there, and since you have come back, this team which had gone, it has come back here. This team had gone up the stream, it has come back here. This team has gone, it has come back here. So the place where you break the team, you must try and assemble at the same point, at the same normally, but it is not necessary. But if I am if I am something en route, I can pick up the team, it's fair enough. But normally, wherever I disperse, I must reassemble back at the same place. Any doubt? Okay, so now this one, so what we are trying to say, so this is what we said, this is possible. This is one of the ways, So what should be the solution? So this is what he said. This was first aid. There's the 7, including even reaching back should also be a problem. Should also be taken as a problem. Okay, next. Then after you must write down resources seen and unseen. Seen and 10 members of the rafting team is known to you. Driver of the 3-ton who has come back, he will also be available to you. Boat at canal will be available to you. 1 ton with the driver is available to you. It is also because seen resources. They are seen means which is available to you. You don't have to think. I have seen unseen resources. I can take a hacksaw blade, or you can say hacksaw blade, or you can say the portable gas cutting machine, so that I can cut the wood. I'm imagining. Security guard at waterhead and MI room at the unit location where a person has to give an aid. So until you put the resources, Ron said, that is your solution will never work. Never work. Okay, so these things, and don't write this unseen resources now. Rather than wait for the time to come, as and when you use it, you can put it here so that you don't have to waste your time. Any resources you're using it, and I'll tell you, and after that, so just like here, I've given one of the solutions. It is not the solution, it is one of the solution I said. It may not be the correct solution, or may be the ideal solution, but the one of the solution. I said, divide the group, 4 subgroup into 3, including me. You must put together because that shows your ownership. B3 2 यहाँ पर है. At 1400 yards, so you have to give a time and distance. So time, you don't have to give it distance, just right. There's 2-3 ways people talk about. There's someone makes a draft, they make a what that table करते हैं. तो another way that it can be any way that you want it. Someone dies, do it in a paragraph. I prefer put it in the this dotted format that gives a clarity around that. So I said team A, 14 yards, group A, move to rafting side. First take to drowned person and take him out, taking out water by passing on, pressing and back with his and ground by this distance is 500. Distance is 500 meter. 500 meter. At 1430, move to Sakarpur by arriving 1 ton, 7 kilometers, and admit in my room location where by 1430. Because now 7 kilometers जाने के बाद 20 minutes ज़्यादा नहीं लगेगा. Okay. Collect the jacket left unit, move back to site by 7 kilometers by. So I have given the timeline. Have you given timeline or not? Okay. Read the next one. After that क्या होता है? Group B, 1400, same time. Move to expedition site where it is there. 1430 recover capsized boat. Half an hour you can recover the capsized boat and move to waterhead location. And for 1530 reach waterhead by it is a 14 kilometer going up the stream. Up the stream. So I have taken 1 hour. I can't take less than 1 hour. Is it or not? 1 hour is fair enough. Apprehend the culprit trying to blast the waterhead with the help of security person of the waterhead and hand over to the waterhead in charge for further action. Because I'm not the police. I have handed over them for action that they want to do it. 17 hours reach back for expedition site with 14 kilometers. Third, Group C, collect portable gas welding and hammer, other equipment from camp location. 1430, move to 3-ton location before tunnel and go and driver on foot, distance 7 kilometers, reach by 1530 hours. Take out what body structure using welding implements and solution. Group D remains on guard for security purposes and finishes, and 17 hours after arrival to Chirag, you move the expedition. Right? So until unless you write this now, so what really implies, very simple. Very simple is very, very simple. That is like this. What we have done? We are here. So first team moves here. First moves here, picks up the injured person, comes back here, takes the 1 ton which is available, which comes back here, goes on this road to this place, and return back onto this place. This A, no doubt, no problem. And now take the second, same place B, move to the same location. They recover the boat. They follow this river stream here, go back, help the people, and come back by boat here. Come back by boat here. Come back. Possible? Okay. Now let's the third. So that is how logically you have to think about it. Now let's talk about the third person. Third person I am taking is by walking here. This is walking here and walk onto the road, take the people, go onto that side of the tunnel, cut this particular portion, come back on 3 ton, come back to the same location here. Right? And last group of the people who was available is, again, I'm putting the guard onto this guard onto this. Have I solved all the problem? So this is one of the solutions. What you have to teach, they are trying to look at the details that you are going through. Details here? So please, so now before we finish up here, I'll just tell you another way. Just hold it. Okay. Okay. Now, this is the second task of the group. It is also second out of indoor. There are 3 indoor tasks in GTO: group discussion, group planning exercise, and lecture it. In this integration stage, candidate tends to compete with each other, vying for acceptance of their own solution. Acceptance of their own solution. In earlier group discussion, they had explored each other's capability based on level of discussion and quality. Level of discussion, quality. Performance in at least 3 out of first 3, that is the group discussion, group planning, progressive group task, and the race, decides your fate. Decides your passing and failing is decided in the first 4. Out of first 4, 2 is under your control. Group discussion is under control. Group planning is in your control. And group planning is very essential, because if you do not write it, GTO will not pass. Because this is the only written document which is attached with the dossier of psychologist, nothing else. Otherwise, SSB only the marks and the what is that report is attached. Otherwise, nothing is on record. Nothing on record. As a result, now if you do not write it well, you can never think of getting passed by the GTO. So it is essential that you do well. Performance is यहाँ पर है, and it is the only task for which written proof exists in the form of GPE plan and retained, implying one must necessarily do well for consideration of being passed. I'll give a classical example. We had a student from Science School Nalanda, excellent person. He got missed out because of medical capability. Next time he went on to Visakhapatnam, and fortunately, Captain Cecil was interviewing officer. And mind you, he did extremely. He got 110 by IO, 110, 15 by psychologist, but he couldn't afford to complete his GTO task, just this one. He did well. And GTO failed him. He stuck. He said, sorry, I won't allow him to pass. So the gentleman failed. So it is necessary that you do well into this. You cannot take it lightly onto this task. Okay, next. Briefing is away from the system. Introduction of the model. I've already talked to it. North, south, east, west. Reading of narrative by the individual GTO, and individual reading by 5 minutes. Writing solution by 10 minutes. Discussion of 15 minutes, and presentation of the solution. Now, no one is going to make you the leader. Make you the leader. You have to be leader of the leader of your own self. Okay. Just read it now. Lavanya, read it.
The task now at hand is called the group planning exercise. In this task, a few problems will be given to you on the model. You will be required to work out first your individual solution to the problems, and then to mutually discuss and arrive at your group solution for the same. Thus, unlike in the group discussion, in this task you will be required to come to a definite conclusion, that is your agreed group solution. I shall now explain the stages through which the task will be done.
आगे चले हुए.
To start with, I shall explain to you fairly slowly but only once a model made on a wooden platform or on the screen. Try to understand the various features in the model. At the end of my explanation, if you have any doubts, please get them clarified. The second stage.
In the second stage?
In the second stage, I shall give out a story about that model. In the story, there will be some problems about the story. To facilitate your getting the details of the story firmly in your mind, each one of you will have 5 minutes to read your copy of the narrative from a pad. Thereafter, the pad will be turned over so that there is no
only
further
after
detail.
5 minutes, do not turn the pad, because once you have told, you will not turn. Rather, it will go against you. Never were turn. आगे चलिए.
At the end of the stage, you can again clarify any doubts about the story. Now I shall now take you to the model. When we go there, number 1 should take the first seat and other may sit around the model in the numerical sequence clockwise.
Okay. Now, so this is what is that? This is how the briefing goes on in the outside, and this is how the model is kept, and you are going sitting like this. You are sitting like this. Okay. Unlike group discussion where it is a full circle, it's a full circle. Here it is half circle, only half circle only. And when your discussion goes into it, understand only one problem. These two people who are sitting at the end, they are at a disadvantage because they don't have person on the right and left, right and left. So the better be cautious, even if by default it's happens to 1 or 10, then you are at a disadvantage because you have to turn only left or right to discuss, and you must discuss. Okay, so that's a normal point. Okay, now what is being checked? That is what you really should be very careful. Ability to appreciate the situation as a whole and in detail. So you must understand the problem thoroughly. Otherwise you will not go. Ability to think constructively, and solution can be, I said, unless you let your imagination run right, you cannot afford to think about solution. Objectivity, you should be able to solve the problem. That is objectivity. Second, open mind is the problem. There can be many solutions. There can be many solutions. You have to find the best solution which suits the goodwill towards the people in general. You cannot keep fighting. Contribution towards collection. What is your contribution to the group aim? Ability to coordinate. I said that's a group task for group building or self-centered we are talking about. I left it halfway. Ability to convince others about your idea, and planning and organizing ability. Planning. So these are the things which are being checked. Okay. Now next. Your written solution is also marked by base for graphs. Have you understood the problem or not? Have you used the imagination to give a solution? Have you maintained the aim? What you have declared what all things are to be done? Have you allocated priorities to the problem or not? Priority 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Have you written resources or not? What resources are seen and unseen? And then you must give time and space that I have shown it on there. And finally, the solution. Finally, the solution. So your written test is evaluated based upon the best one. This. Okay. Pranav, read it.
Yes, sir. Tips for success GPE. Listen to briefly, carefully, and attentively. Understand model, read narrative, and correlate with model. Don't ask questions. Turn the pad with
जी जो
narrative
वन थी
after 5
नंबर
minutes.
कभी जी ऐसे इसमें सवाल नहीं पूछते हैं सवाल नहीं यू शुड नेवर आस्क क्वेश्चन आगे चलो
Turn the pad with narrative after 5 minutes for reading narrative. Once asked by the GTO, and don't turn back again to have a look. Write individual solution with problems, priority, and
so
resources.
all three must be written. Now when I look at now just like when I say Arunima, now I just look at her whatever you can Arunima.
Sir?
Arunima, you have not given resources. Have you written any resources?
No, sir.
No. So you will go wrong. Then you are given only 4 problems. Where we got 7 problems. We got 7
Problems.
So unless you be total detail, that is very much. This is all under your control, your control. Okay. Now, as far as the Pranav is concerned, Pranav, again, you have not given any resources at all. Pranav, and you give
Sir, I
only
have written
4.
resources.
अरे तुम 3 बार एसएस में गया हुआ तुम्हें लिखेगा कौन तुमको पास करेगा बता मेरे को
Sir, I have written resources.
अब ये
After the
अभी ये 5 बार तुम बात करे तो समझ की कब सीखेगा भाई ये तो यार योर सिंह अंडरस्टैंड देखो ये पास करने की बात है बट यू हैव टू पुट इन बेस्ट एफर्ट इजंट इट पास फेल
Yes,
होने
sir.
दो फॉरगेट इट आई हैव टू पुट माय बेस्ट आई हैव टू पुट इन माय बेस्ट ओके राइट आगे पढ़ो रीड द नेक्स्ट वन राइट
Yes, sir.
सॉल्यूशन
Write solution. Write solution at all cost. Otherwise, GTO will not pass.
हाँ
For writing, fold about 1 by
So what
5
I
of
say,
the
now
page.
you've got a page, fold the paper on the page, I just hold it. So this is the page which is available. What I do, G2 will give you only white sheet. Take the white sheet, do this and put it like this. I'm not violating any rule. Am I violating any rule?
Sir.
I'm not writing. I'm not G2 जब लिखना है तभी जब G2 permission देगा. But by doing this, have I done anything wrong? So he gives you a paper. Just turn the paper halfway. Take 1/5 like this. that's खत्म हो गया काम. They what is say 1/5 of the paper. आगे चलो.
Yes, sir.
On
On right
right
side,
side,
on right side, right, obvious
on this
resources.
right hand side, on this right, this is left hand side, and this is your right hand side. So this is you write the problem and priority on top. Problem and priority. On the left hand side, resources. Right? In the top, you write seen. At the bottom, write the unseen. Correct? So this is the one way to reduce your effort. आगे पढ़ो.
Yes,
Update.
sir. Update unseen resources as you can
Unseen
use.
research, you don't waste time लिखने के लिए. As you are going writing solution, you will find I'm using some I say cutting material. I write on cutting material on top. So I don't have to waste time thinking because you got only time minus 10 only minutes, isn't it? So
Yes,
I
sir.
must save all my time. Okay. Next photo.
Go for writing solution. Try to give time and space to the
I'll
extent
give the
possible.
time and display. One way time is 14:30. Bracket में at the end of that यहाँ पर लिखो 10 kilometers. The time and space I've given. Is it or not? That's one way of doing it. People make it when the tabular form and all, but there's n number of ways doing it. I prefer this the way that I have talked about it. That's my way of looking at it. Okay. Next, Arun Ma, read it.
Mutually discuss but don't shout. Do come to definite conclusion by taking the best. Do try and fight for your solution if you are correct active listener.
You must fight for your solution. You don't give up. You've given all of you have given a free passage to Pranab. Don't give a free passage to anyone. आगे चलो.
Discussion is a two-way traffic. Close issue before going to next. That is, decide about problem, then priorities.
So
then
you must, when you are discussing on, you should start, okay, what are the problem first, gentlemen? That's how coordination can. Say problem 1, 2, what are the priority? 1, 2, 3, 4. So there are 5 problems. Okay, fair enough. Let's solve the first problem. Let's solve the first problem. Then let's solve the second problem. That is how coordination can come into play. Next, Paro.
Be attentive. Team and not individual matters. Be worthy of giving solution and give with confidence. If you can after
the problem Pranab when was giving, he was verbose, unnecessarily getting into it. You have to be very crisp. You must know how to give your answer to that. Okay, gentlemen, there are 5 problems. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Problem number 1, solution. Team A divide the group in 3 parts or 3 subgroup. Team A moves this and solves it. B moves it. That's how you are projecting your person. You got a free passage. आगे पढ़ो.
Can I give solution if acceptable to all? Maintain eye contact with proper body language. Process-oriented, hence train accordingly. Behavior is a function of environment, hence do care about what you pick up from environment. Better solution rather than expression matter. This is the only document other than psych dossier is retained, hence proof and need for excellent performance. Use available resources judiciously. So that is what is that is the total solution. And for all purposes, take this as a rough estimate for calculation. Thumb rule. Is that thumb rule? Okay. Hello. So can I give you a call? I'm in the class round. Can you give me a call after half an hour? I'm just saying. Okay. 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 So now this is the rough estimate you take it. That's normally minibus, sport, BS यहाँ पर car, G40 km car, motorcycle 50 km, fast boat यहाँ पर running, walking. That's a 6 km. Okay. Now next, as I said, decide the problem 1/5. Problem and priorities. Right hand resources. Right hand resources. Rather than divide the group in 3 subgroup. A, B, C, D. What is that? A, you can write down, including me, so that includes your party to it. Your party to it. Second, 3:30 moves around the 20 km. 3:45. This is how the solution to be written. Okay. Any doubt? This is one way of resolving the issue. Okay. So as far as your discussion, your discussion should have been much more fruitful, You should have started your discussion, gentlemen. This problem has got following problems. And as per me, these are the priority. Lavanya may not accept it. Okay, no, we have 2 as a first. Okay, discuss, come back to conclusion. So before you go to the next one, close that issue. Close the issue first, the problem.
What is the problem? And priority. Then, okay, let's solve the first problem. Don't let the group move. So let's solve the first problem. Someone says, okay, we'll take a vehicle from here. Someone say we'll take the vehicle on the road. Come back to conclusion and okay, let's go that. Do you all agree with me? So that's how decision goes to. Now let's go to the second problem. Let's go to the third problem. Let's go to the fourth problem. Okay, so gentlemen, so at the end of it, gentlemen, as we have discussed, this is what the solution really looks like to be. Okay, so then if you all agree, that if you are so smart, you agree, I'll give them. If you all agree, I'll give the solution. Become the leader, give the solution. But you must give the group solution, must give the group solution. Once you have acceded to the group solution, normally mistake people make it, if you ask, oh, Laban, do you agree? You know, sir, I don't agree with it. Then that's gone. Once you acceded and made him a leader, you cannot go against the leader that you have chosen. Should you go along? Yes. When leader, can you think something better? Yes, then you can afford to go about it. Any doubt, any question?